welcome back to another episode, Halloween themed for the Livin Room Podcast without the G. I'm your host for today's episode, Peter. I'm joined by Miles and Danny. So keeping with our Halloween theme, I wanted to bring you guys today a really interesting topic we could discuss. Anything like, I know we discussed this topic many times of ghosts and aliens, and also we could talk about like superstition or supernatural stuff like Bigfoot, Yeti, Loch Ness, or things along that. So do you guys, for one, because I don't think we actually talked about it, but do you believe in like the supernatural?
Of course.
Okay, you okay. Have you either of you had experiences with it at all or no?
I've had none.
Okay, I don't think I've had any either. I've like been to like Savannah, Georgia.
Yeah.
And like there was like a haunted restaurant we went to, and they had like ghost in the cellar. Like you
really?
you know, like see when you take pictures, you see like orbs or whatever.
Yeah.
So like the person that was like our, I don't know if it's like waiter or something along those lines. It's like, oh yeah, if you guys want to picture, we didn't like not with, but like a picture of ghost. Like there's some in the cellar, took a picture and we saw orbs. I was like, oh dude, that's kind of crazy.
That's kind of wild, actually.
Yeah. And there's like poltergeists and stuff like that. So do you watch like videos on that stuff, and like what makes you like believe it then, I guess?
Just blind faith.
Blind faith.
Yeah. It's more interesting that way.
I just hear stories about things that can be explained by nature, and I just think there's a good chance that there are ghosts or aliens. So, I mean, that's my reasoning for it. It's not logical at all.
Yeah, no, I agree. Because I feel like, for example, we're in the aliens aspect.
Yeah,
like, we're in the Milky Way galaxy, and
there's
the Milky Way galaxy
universe.
is huge. And like, what is it? Like, we're in like an Andromeda or whatever. Like
something like that. Yeah.
Like
Andromeda?
Something along those lines. I think we're in the like this galaxy, but there's
like
a bigger world of like called
so
Andromeda. Yeah, so like you don't know. Yeah, exactly. Like you don't know what's actually out there. So like I feel aliens are out there because there's so much. It's like literally like looking at it like the sea. Like we only explored 5% of it, but there's like 95%
we don't know.
Yeah, exactly.
Have not seen.
And then it all goes back to like, because they confirmed this Area 51.
Yeah.
Like they confirmed that like they were hiding. Like you guys know that like they were like hiding like
the federal
aliens.
Government?
Yeah, the federal government. Yeah, the federal government was like hiding aliens there and stuff like that.
Confirmed by who?
Them. They went out and said it. It's like true. Like the government or like
That
Area
whole,
51
like,
officials.
court thing, whatever, where they testified about it.
Yeah. And then it all goes back to like, and let's kind of get into like another thing I was going to talk about, like conspiracy theories. Like, do you guys have not the movie, but have you heard of like the Men in Black?
No, what is that one?
Oh, okay. Not the movie.
I have a movie.
Yeah, but
I love
the Men in Black. So this also goes off of aliens. So like the Men in Black are people that are like, have you like played or heard of like the Hitman games? It's like the bald headed guy, like tall, lengthy, and no eyebrows.
Like Agent 47.
Yeah, Agent 47, right. So like those are people that are the Men in Black. They dress in trench coats, wearing suits, and they are people that are trying to silence people from reporting like UFO like sightings and their findings. Yeah. So kind of like in the movies. I mean, I don't know if they do it, but like they do like the freaking
They have the memory wipe.
the memory wipe thing.
It's like,
so it's like, oh, dude, that's like fascinating because like there's videos out there because that's what conspiracy is like. There's some truth to like what people are saying, and there's like videos and articles and sightings that support that.
Yeah.
So it's like really fascinating to see like, oh man, like there's just like things out there that like they don't want you to like know. It's kind of like it goes to like censorship and stuff like that.
It's like, why are they hiding this?
Yeah, exactly. And like, and it all goes back like there's so much out there, so you would think that it's real, you know?
Yeah. No, that's pretty interesting. Like I do believe in aliens, but I wouldn't think that they're like within our galaxy. Like it just seems
super
like
far away.
Yeah, but like I mean, the fact that they're the government might be trying to hide aliens, like,
right?
It's like, what planet do you think they're from?
I thought it was
Mars.
said like a while ago, like we saw through a telescope a planet and it had like city lights or something.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Is it in our galaxy or another galaxy?
No, it's super far away.
Oh,
I just don't remember when or where.
Oh, wow.
So they could have sworn they saw like party lights going off on like a.
That's crazy.
Well, that's what they thought. That's what it looked like. But
it
could be anything.
That's cool. I didn't know that.
Yeah, they know they're getting lit.
Yeah.
Drink some alien liquor.
Yeah. And it like puts into question like how advanced their like technology has to be, because you're like, it's like Star Wars, like you're jumping like light years,
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
speed, like going like faster than the speed of light in order to like travel in these different universes or to see what's out there. So it's like makes you question, you know?
It's like if they exist, how long have they been around?
Exactly.
Like, how far along they are? Are they like more behind than us, or like what?
Right.
Yeah.
So pretty fascinating.
Do you think they're older than us as a species?
The aliens.
Well, it all goes
They're
back
more
to
advanced,
advancement.
so-
Yeah.
Yeah. Or we could just be dumber and like they just figure things out faster than we did.
I mean, that's some truth to that.
I guess they can't be that advanced if they haven't showed up here yet, or.
But maybe
if
they don't
have.
want to be
I mean, yeah,
revealed.
they saw Earth. They're like, oh no.
These are the other like counterparts to
They
civilization.
scroll through TikTok.
Yeah.
They're like, what the fuck? I don't want to land here. Keep these people away from us.
And what about this? Do you believe? Because like it's what I said earlier, like with the water not being fully explored, do you like believe in like Atlantis and stuff like that? Like there was like a race of humans or existence underwater,
Because we can't go all the way down because
Right.
of, like water pressure and stuff. So
Right.
there could be like a whole like society down there.
right?
Yeah.
It's
Because
really cool.
it
As long
would
as
be.
as long as they're peaceful.
They take over
They take
the
over.
world.
You think this is cool? Oh.
Hold my beer real quick.
Yeah, I wonder how deep we can go in like the.
Because I think like the Mariana Trench is at least like 5 to 10 miles deep.
Yeah.
Like
I
off
think.
of like by the Bermuda Triangle, I think it is around over there.
Yeah.
So
There's like all types of like creatures and stuff we have no idea.
Exactly.
That exist like the bottom level.
right, exactly. And it goes to like another thing, like I believe in is like the like Loch Ness monster.
Yeah.
Like, do you guys believe in that or no?
There's like weird pictures online that like
Yeah, because
Yeah.
you probably seen like the one that was like in the
is it only in
1600s?
one area or is it like everywhere?
no, it was in Ireland.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like Nessie, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But it was only there because it's like basically what happened. Well, I mean, I mean, I guess it
Yeah.
makes sense, you know, like because you would just think like the dinosaurs went extinct and then they shouldn't be ceasing to exist in current day.
Yeah.
But like they believe that like there was like glacier like freeze in over Ireland, and then it trapped like the Loch. I think they would Plesiosaurus or something along those lines. I think that's
Yeah.
what it is. Like it trapped it in Loch Ness, and that's like when the
That's kind of cool.
when like the glacier freeze like defrosted, like that's how it like ended up there. I don't know.
This
That's
is
what
all
like the
dinosaur shit. So it's-
conspiracy or
it's
behind
basically a
it.
dinosaur?
Yeah.
Dang, where is it now? Though?
It's like immortal basically. Like
Well, from what I heard recently, like they apparently it died, or I mean, unalived itself, unalived
that's disappointing,
itself.
man. So
Because I saw like
unalived the
they
Loch Ness
found
monster?
like bones, like structures of
yeah.
it. I was like, oh, I mean, I guess if you see
yeah.
bone structure, I guess it is like there's truth to it.
Dunzo.
But like, on like going off of like supernatural creatures, like, do you
Yeah.
believe in like the Yeti or
Bigfoot?
Yeah.
I think it's kind of like on the same level as the Loch Ness monster.
Do you feel like it's especially for like Bigfoot, because Yeti's kind of like more harder to do.
Yeah.
But do you believe it's like some tall person like dressed up?
That's what I was
in,
trying
like,
to think of. I was like, is this
dressed up
pranking
in a
us?
suit? Yeah.
Trying to think of what I've seen about Bigfoot. 'Cause that'd be a really easy one to just prank people. Be like,
Yeah.
oh, yeah, I'm just a big monster man.
Right.
Or you just walk around like random parts and late at night.
Yeah.
Freak people out.
Because there's been so many like witnesses
Yeah.
to seeing like Bigfoot, and then especially all the evidence we have of it is like always, especially now, like our advancement of like phone cameras
Yeah.
are so good, but always every time we witness Bigfoot,
That's what always
it's
gets
always
me.
grainy.
Yeah,
I'm like,
it's
what
like-
is going on?
And this year, 2024, we have like damn near film quality in our pockets.
It looks more legitimate when it's like grainy.
Because I saw something else on TikTok too. It's like, oh look, there's a fairy I found. It was like 240p. And it's like, this is bad CGI. It's like, okay, bro, you're telling me
You're gonna tell me this thing?
you have a
is
TikTok that you
fairy.
upload to, but you have like a 240p like camera. If a fairy was here, I get it in like 4K. I'm like, yeah, come in the house, bro.
Yeah.
You posting selfies with the fairy.
Do you believe in those fairies?
Fairies?
Uh,
I don't know. It'd be cool if they
Nah.
were.
Because I feel that because I like believe all these things,
Yeah.
all these things. Because people have seen like little like small creatures hiding in little like burrows of trees
really?
and whatnot. So I was like, I don't think they were like floating per se, but maybe like or flying.
Yeah.
Because of their wings. But maybe just at that instance, like the one I know for sure vividly off the top of my head is like was not flying.
It's not a firefly.
Well, I mean, it's like a miniature like human.
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah, but like if it's like glowing or whatever, then you just kind of.
One wasn't glowing.
Oh, it wasn't. Oh,
fairies. I mean, yes, like some of them, like in the
maybe I'm just
fantasy
thinking about
worlds,
like
are glowing.
Tinkerbell, because like Tinkerbell.
Yeah, that's what everyone thinks of.
Yeah. But it was like it literally looked like a gnome. It was like greenish.
I think I saw what you saw, but
Yeah.
I saw something like that, but it was like a super grainy video. I was like, what is this?
Yeah, so maybe that was the one we're like thinking of.
It's like a really small Shrek.
All right, that's real, bro.
Shrek is love. Shrek is
They're all
life.
little Shreks. Let them fly.
Yeah,
They can have the country. They can have the world.
like something less abstract that I do believe in is I think we have the ability to clone people.
Well, they did it
it's,
with
so that's-
Dolly. They did Dolly with the
that's
lamb.
They do
The
it like
lamb?
animals or whatever.
Yeah, it's like Dolly the lamb, like,
Yeah.
or the sheep or
Well, I
something.
think they
like
could
that.
do it with the humans too, and it's just like
Right.
It's
saying,
just like
like-
dicey.
Are you
Because you
saying
don't
like clone and like the same age immediately, or you mean like starting over from like baby?
probably
like
like
be
from
the same
baby.
age immediately.
Oh,
That's
okay.
what the whole point of being a clone.
Kind of say you can. The other thing can happen.
It's like
just-
duplication,
Yeah.
I think, which is cloning. I don't know how. I think more of. I don't know how you.
I was thinking like a test tube
Copy
baby or
some-
something.
Yeah,
Oh.
that's doable. It's just really
Yeah.
illegal. It's really questionable, but that's doable.
Yeah.
I think that's real. It's just
Yeah,
No, I
it's
think
like
it's re- I
because
think it's
human
real.
rights. It's like
Yeah,
you
it's
could
more
have a
of a-
whole generation of like slaves that like
clones.
yeah, it's like do they have the same rights because they are the clones? So-
Hey, that's a plot of a game actually.
oh, this is a plot of a book that I read as well.
It's an old JRPG, like Tales of the Abyss.
Okay.
They have this whole plot. It's like, oh, I'm a replica. I'm not the real one.
Yeah,
And then you get to the point with cloning, because I think of this one character from My Hero like twice.
Oh yeah.
You like. You make so many clones. I mean, I hopefully it's just
like-
one clone,
yeah,
but
it's
like,
like, who's the real one? Mm.
Yeah.
It's going insane.
So
Dang, would you want to clone? Have your clone go to work?
I feel like it's
like
inevitable that we end up with clones.
But like, do you want that?
yes, do you?
It'd
Yeah.
be nice. It's just like
It'd be nice.
I don't think I want to clone.
I'd feel bad if it's like, you know, like
Clone
yeah,
rights.
self-awareness and whatever. Like,
Well, I mean, it's a clone. It's supposed to have
it's
self-awareness.
still a
It's a
human.
copy of you.
Yeah, it's you.
It's not gonna be like a vegetable. You know, it's not gonna have, and he's gonna like sit there and just be like,
If I come
You
home
can make it,
and
like,
my clone like
just
messes up my
smart
save
enough
file,
to do tasks.
I'm throwing hands on my clone. He's like, yeah, bro, I beat this game for you. I'm going, what?
what if it was like this? You know, because you know, like in Naruto, like he has like the shadow clone jutsu,
Yeah.
and he makes it's like another clone thing. But like
Mm-hmm.
but I don't know how it's gonna work then. But like when he goes back to like his clones like disappear, all like the actions they did, it like goes to like
Okay,
your
that'd be
brain.
pretty cool.
But I mean, since like they're like,
It's just how does that
existing,
work?
I don't know
Yeah.
how it would. Yeah, that's would be really
Be interesting.
interesting.
Yeah, if your clone worked for you and it comes back, you got all the memories.
Right.
That'd be interesting. But yeah, how'd that work?
That's what I'm saying.
You get multiple personality disorder or something like that.
for sure.
Do you think it would be like a net good or a net bad to have clones? I think it's mostly a bad.
That's
I'd
what I'm
say
saying. Like,
it's
it's just
bad.
it's gonna go out of control.
Yeah,
So it's not bad.
So just
for
like,
sure.
go insane and be like, I'm the real one. I want to live.
yeah.
I was gonna say, you talking about the glaciers? Have you ever seen the whole one about like there's a whole world beyond the Antarctic like walls or whatever?
Oh yeah, there's probably like
Have you seen the map of that? Like it looks cool.
I haven't
and
seen
it's just
the
like
map,
what?
no.
I can't use my phone because of my hands, but like there's just like this whole world beyond the Antarctic. So like they like the beliefs that we're trapped inside the Antarctic, and there's like this whole bigger, massive world beyond it.
oh, I think I know
Yeah.
what you're talking about.
I don't know if I believe in it, but it looks cool.
But there's like
That could be easily
miles and
disproven, though.
miles.
Yeah, exactly.
Of
You
freaking,
just fly
like
over
frozen
'Cause
caps.
The world is round, or the Earth is round.
Yeah, so it's like a flat earth thing.
As if you
It's
don't
like-
believe in it, like the Earth being round.
It's like
then,
all beyond the
yeah.
walls. There's like this whole like world beyond us.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't,
Yeah.
I don't believe like
I don't believe in it
that.
either. It's like the map looks cool, but like
Yeah, I remember when I was a kid, there was the whole thing about like tipping the iceberg. I don't know if you guys
don't know
remember
that one.
Club Penguin.
Club Penguin.
oh, what is
Never-
that?
You've never played Club Penguin?
I played it, but like,
Oh.
what's the conspiracy?
Oh, I think
Yeah.
you know. I think you
So
told
if
me
you
about
get like
this
the
one,
drill
possibly.
thingy and like everyone, you get it like I don't know how many like players there are, but you coordinate to like go on like the literally on like the one end of the iceberg and you use the drill thing all at once.
Yeah.
You could tip it over and you get like a million like coins or whatever. If you
So it's like a glitch.
it was like a rumor. Like a lot of people did it, even though like probably not real.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I've heard of because we were talking about like conspiracy theories. Like, have you heard of like the Webkins like hack thingy?
Wasn't that like
I think I vaguely
something that happened, or someone that hacked it had control of the website for like an hour or whatever, and like they were
you can kill Webkins just like
Yeah,
that.
it was like bloody or something.
Yeah.
It only happened for an hour.
yeah.
But there's no. I don't think there's any video
Is that
evidence
just a
on it.
creepypasta, or is that?
No. Like people were like I had friends saying like they saw it for like an hour and then
Oh.
they like cleared it. But it's hard to find video evidence because it happened in such a short time frame.
Yeah.
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 This is before we had all the fancy like, oh, just record my screen real quick.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. And people have been well back in the day. People were making like fakes of that video.
That makes
So.
sense.
Well, I mean, if there was no video, like what video are they making?
I think there's like yeah.
They just record fake Webkins gameplay.
But let's see. Other conspiracies. All right, do you guys believe in this? Do you guys believe in time travel?
Yeah.
I believe in it. I mean, yeah, I'm like I'm like the nut. There's like, oh yeah, I think there's like actual proof of
I
that.
just felt like we have like a bunch
No,
of
there's
paradoxes.
proof.
Oh, is it?
Like black holes and stuff, like wormholes. If you go into there and you somehow don't get ripped apart, you
you
leave.
survive the
Yeah.
gravitational
Then
force.
you're literally going to be in a different time frame. I don't know, maybe different timeline.
Because there's been like people like I showed Bryan one.
Yeah.
Because there was like a Tyson fight. There was a guy. It was like in the 90s, and the picture that people were saying that this person's a time travel. They took the picture, and there's a guy that had a smartphone.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
That's
and,
pretty
like,
cool.
and in the
It's
90s, like
interesting.
you know for sure there was no
there's
smartphone.
flip phones or
Yeah, so I was like, oh
It wasn't like edited in or anything
No.
like that?
no. And then I was talking to like my brother Patrick, who's now canon.
Oh yeah, he's in the canon.
Yeah. He showed me a video of like this guy that entered a shed as like a 20-year-old man.
Yeah.
And then a few days passed, and then he left, and he was like 70.
Whoa.
Yeah, same shed and everything. I was like, okay, they're just, and like he had police. The homeowner had the police investigate, and then it was like they didn't see any like portal or anything like that of like how this person did it. So, but I mean that's one instance of like someone
Just trying to think how
time
it works.
traveling.
How do you avoid like the whole paradox thing? The whole, the whole grandfather paradox, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like if you kill your
Yeah, if you go back in time,
kill your grandfather, would you even exist?
Exist.
you shouldn't
To
exist.
kill your grandfather.
present.
Yeah. So it's kind of like it's not like a fallacy. Oh, paradox, I guess. That's
Yeah.
the best
Yeah.
word.
But the description was like, the solution was to say if you did that, then you make a whole new timeline or something like that, and it becomes like a whole.
Then it's like the multiverse.
Yeah, exactly.
Like what we're doing now, and if like,
So then that-
and then like it's like the butterfly.
No, there's
effect,
already a
too.
bunch of different universes, but you just end that one if you kill your own grandfather.
you end that you the whole
Oh,
universe?
you existing, yeah, in that one.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's just like
I
a
don't
butterfly
think it creates a new
effect.
one. It just erases that one.
You know, things like
There's
the butterfly
already a
effect.
lot. Yeah.
You can't just make like 10 different universes.
The what effect?
They're already
Is it
going
butterfly
on.
effect?
Yeah, butterfly
Yeah.
effect. That's what I'm saying. Like if you do like you change one thing, like the events
Mm-hmm.
of that one thing you do or don't do,
Yeah.
like branch off from that. So like say we never started this podcast, like that's like a butterfly effect. We like
Yeah.
started this podcast and now we're doing regular videos for the audience and ourselves,
There's
you
some
know.
other universe out there.
Yeah,
where-
that probably didn't, you know.
Yeah.
So
Shouldn't think about. Just hopping universes.
right.
Like, oh, it's in this timeline. Oh,
It's probably not that great.
I don't know, man.
hey, in that timeline, he's different.
He's him.
He's like a billionaire in that timeline. It's like, yeah, I
like-
work every day.
You'll end up in the timeline when Spider-Man doesn't exist.
Dang.
Dang, New York won't be a thing either.
No,
then.
no.
No.
It's like, yeah, there's only 49 states here. It's like, where's New York?
No, there'd just be another superhero in his place.
Dang.
But then it's like another like butterfly effect of maybe what if the person or the spider that bit Spider-Man didn't exist?
Oh, I was talking about the concept of
of
Spider-Man,
Spider-Man
existing. You're
existing.
talking about like if Spider-Man didn't exist in the
because
world of Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Have you
No,
seen-
just in general.
Have you seen the Spider, the animated movies, the Miles ones?
Oh no, I haven't seen any
Oh,
of
that's
those.
kind of the plot of the second one.
Oh really?
It's like, oh,
Multiverse
Miles
and
got bit by like a different spider that wasn't supposed to be from his universe, so he's like
Oh.
he's an anomaly, so we have to kill him. That's the plot of the second movie. That's why it's pretty funny. Like heroes talk about it because they're like, oh, you shouldn't exist. You're not supposed to be Spider-Man.
Dang.
This wasn't your spider. So that's like,
And that's like that goes with butterfly. Yeah, butterfly. Everything changes.
That's the whole plot of the movie.
Yeah, wow. Because that was like what the Into the Multiverse, right? Or was that the first one?
Into the Spider-Verse, I think.
Oh, Into Spider-Verse.
Or
Okay.
Across the Spider-Verse is the second one. Yeah, because that one's called Beyond.
Beyond. Okay.
Because the whole thing's like, oh, Miles got bit by a spider that wasn't from his timeline, so he should not exist in this timeline. He's an anomaly.
Wait, that matters?
That's the whole plot of that movie.
Oh. I feel like a spider is a spider. Or because
the spider bit the wrong one, wrong Miles.
Yeah.
Oh,
because he was like
He's not
a
supposed to be-
different spider bit this Miles instead of like the Miles in that universe
That's
or
the whole
whatever.
plot of that movie.
I haven't watched it, but just based on what he's telling me.
No, you're right. Good movie.
I heard it was great.
Yeah,
it was great.
masterpiece. I love it.
Oh, a masterpiece.
Masterpiece. My stepdad didn't like it because it ends with a cliffhanger.
I mean, all movies
Because it's
tend
supposed to
to
be a
do
trilogy.
it.
He's like, dude, they're supposed to fight.
Because I think it's like they made it like what 2-3 years after the first
Yeah.
one, so which isn't that bad of a turnaround. Sometimes you wait, like for example, Incredibles.
Oh,
We made it like a decade for the second one, you know.
Yeah.
So it could be worse. You know?
There's a universe out there where it came out like a year after.
Right.
That's probably a good timeline.
Wish we were on that one. They probably have the third one out already.
They had aliens watching it with them.
Let's see what other
I'm
conspiracy.
trying to think of other ones.
Oh, I told Bryan this one. Do you guys believe in like glitches in the Matrix or like our existence? There's like things that like pop up like that you normally wouldn't expect to see.
Yeah, I can see that happening.
Yeah.
Wait, like, what do you mean? Like, give an example.
Because like the Randonautica, like it was a really big thing during COVID.
Yeah.
It was have you heard of it?
No.
And I know you haven't, but I'll ask you. Have you heard it too, Bryan?
No, I wasn't paying attention. To
So like basically Randonautica is an app that if you are with people and you like have a desire to figure out like say it's like us, we want to find like rainbow. So like it would give us coordinates on this map of where to go.
Yeah.
And then once we get there, like the example that I gave you is rainbow. The person that did it, they saw a rainbow painted fence. So
Oh,
it's
wow.
like a glitch in the Matrix
That's
of like
weird.
things that happen. Like another one that happened was the whole thing that made Randonautica so big is the person thought of unaliving,
Yeah.
and all of them, or like the group, thought about unaliving, and they went to the coordinates they send you, and they found a suitcase or a luggage, and then it just reeked.
Oh, wow.
And then they called the police, and it was a body.
Oh, that's wild.
So that's why I'm like, yeah, I think glitches in the Matrix happen, especially how Randonautica did it.
Yeah.
So it's pretty fascinating because like there's other instances. I forgot exactly what they were thinking of, but they went to this house. It was in the middle of like nowhere. There's like no driveway. There was nothing. It was just like popped up, you know, just like in a game, you know, just like something didn't load in correctly. And then now it just pops in. It's like that. I was like, why is there a house in the middle of just the fields? There's no driveway.
Like,
There's
what kind of
nothing.
game engine is
Yeah. So it's like really. So I think there is like glitches in the Matrix or in the system.
What do you guys think about deja vu? What do you think causes that? Because I thought it was something like, oh, this is supposed to be like you in a different timeline seeing something similar. That's what I heard once.
I don't know. The reason I get deja vu is I get it in sleep.
Oh,
I get it
okay.
in my dreams, and then
You see
it
the-
happens in reality.
Huh.
And that's how I'm like, oh.
Deja
I was
vu.
I just I'm so swearing, but I felt like I've done this before.
It's so strange.
Usually I have like dreams about like some random shit, and
Yeah.
then like I'm living through life, and then someone actually says what I heard in the dream. I'm like, whoa, that's kind of.
So that's how you have your deja vu as well.
I
then.
wonder if
Yeah.
that's what it
It's
causes
like the
that.
reverse though. It's like I don't have a dream about later.
No, I had it before. I'm saying not
Oh, okay.
after. And you
So
said
you're
yours
saying
was
he
before.
dreams about it, then like
It happens in reality
Yeah.
after
Yeah.
I have it, and you sound like this exact same.
Okay.
And then is that how you have your deja vu, or do you have like?
I don't know. I feel like mine's just random because I don't really remember my dreams that much though. So
You
it
gotta
could be
write
my
it down,
dreams.
bro.
I do. I really need to do like a dream journal.
I actually have like on my notes like a whole like it's almost like an essay or whatever.
Really?
Yeah, because sometimes I just wake up. I'm like that dream like kind of freaked me out, scarred me.
Yeah.
I'm gonna write about it.
If it's like a really weird dream, I remember like bits and pieces of it, but I can feel myself since I'm waking up more. I'm like forgetting it all.
Do you think dreams have meanings?
Yeah, I'd say so. I feel like if you're thinking about something a lot, you're just gonna come up with your dreams.
Oh, it's something about like your like
Subconscious, yeah. If something's on your mind, I
Okay.
feel like you're dreaming about it.
Yeah. I had this one, I don't know if I should share this, but like I had a dream like earlier this year that like it was kind of like a post-apocalyptic like world or whatever.
Yeah.
And there was this one like spider lady that she only eats females.
Yo,
And I was like
sexistly.
I was a scientist in like this laboratory, and then I think she gave everyone like a heads up saying like, hey, I'm gonna like come there and like eat all the girls, so you guys gotta like prepare ahead of time. And
That was a different timeline, bro.
yeah, and then all the guys
Man was a scientist.
Yeah,
Lady
multiverse.
ate.
yeah, all the guy
Woman.
scientists like all ran away, and it was just like me and this other dude were like, I guess we're gonna help protect everybody and like try to get them to hide. And then I think she had like a rule where like by like when the sun comes up or whatever, then she has to like go home, or like she can't like do whatever she's doing.
So maybe she's a vampire too.
Yeah, I get vampire spider.
You can't be out when the sun's out.
Yeah. So she got to the lab, and then it was kind of like a giant game of like hide and seek, where like if she finds them, she's gonna start like eating
It's like
them.
freaking like Squid Games.
Yeah,
or
for
something.
real. That's wild.
Yeah, so it's just like she started like the countdown for like the before she's gonna start seeking, and then she totally went back on and just started like eating people before like finishing
She was
counting
done,
down.
damn.
So
The
like
detailed dream.
yeah, like I can hear like girls like screaming like in like certain rooms where they were hiding because they got like caught. It was like super graphic, but I think
I mean, it sounds graphic.
but I'm pretty sure I was able to get like a few of the girls to like escape, and then we like called the cops. And when we went back to the lab, all of, like the dead bodies and all like the gore, so like just all disappeared. There's like they just kind of disappear out of thin air. It's like I wonder if there's any like
Maybe like
to it.
despawned, like you know, like a video game.
Yeah. It's like, phew.
Yeah, there's a lot more to it, but I'm just like it's such a weird, trippy dream, and
That's usually how mine are. They're just weird.
they feel so real though.
Yeah. 'Cause I just remember I had this dream about I was in a tournament or something. It was like this
Oh,
giant
gosh.
tower, but it was a fucking bounce house. We were just having battles on different floors of the bounce house.
That's pretty
It
lit.
sounds really fun.
It's just a giant tower of bounce house. I just remember going battle after battle to the top. And I think I woke up when I got to the top.
Damn,
Have
you
you ever died
conquered
in
the
a
tower.
dream?
Yeah, I think so.
I probably have. I can't recall.
I just like refuse to die in my dreams.
Yeah, I
I
am immortal.
I
I'm
could get
not
stabbed and
dead.
I'm just like bleeding and everything, but I just can't
Nah,
die.
I would.
I'm just like,
I win.
please, Bryan, wake up right now.
Yeah, dreams are so strange.
Yeah, most of mine are just like deja vu, like
Really?
emotion.
So they're just mostly
yeah.
like level-headed. They're not like.
I may have like weird things happen,
Okay.
but I just like I can't recall them like
Yeah.
off the top of my head. But like the deja vu ones, I'm like, oh yeah, like
Yeah.
I felt like I've done this before or seen this before. Or like sometimes like it's just like the day to day. It's like so mundane, like you're doing the same things. It's like deja vu as well.
Yeah.
Like we wake up at 9 o'clock, like your morning routine, shower, whatever it is, and then get dressed. It's like I feel like I've done this before,
Yeah.
but I mean it's natural because that's like your routine. But I don't have like those like moments like aha, like deja vu like that. So
Yeah. What I heard about, like, well, actually, what I learned about dreams in like AP psychology back in high school was, if you see somebody in your dream, that's somebody that you've seen like in real life. Like you can't.
that makes
your
sense.
brain can't just imagine and create like a new, what's the word for it? Like a new figure or like a new concept of a
Yeah, that
person.
makes sense.
It always just takes stuff from your previous like subconscious memories.
That's how art works actually in creativity. You can't draw what you have not like.
Yeah.
It's like based off of things you've
experience
seen.
or
Yeah,
seen.
exactly.
Okay. That makes sense.
Yeah.
But then how does like some of these like mangaka, for example, get like really these weird like grotesque like
You're just like, what?
things.
Ito, what did he
They're
say?
going
Yeah,
through
like
some
like
shit,
what like
man.
what yeah like
What does that
what are
man
they on? Like how do they like create these things?
'Cause I know for like sometimes you have to like study like really messed up things. I know from Mortal Kombat they had like a controversy because their artists were like going through like psychological issues because they had to say like live leak because you know Mortal Kombat's like really gory
Yeah.
and super detailed. So they were like sitting there for hours watching like live leak or stuff like that, like really gory. Yeah, so like they had like PTSD. It was pretty bad. But yeah, it makes you wonder like what is Junji Ito looking at?
For real,
What is
like
he
Junji
studying?
We're talking about like the mangaka stuff.
Yeah, well,
but
like-
Junji Ito, like I recently like read like Blam, and like he has like really I forgot his Nihei, I think is his name. He has like really like interesting like drawings. Like I like.
Or it's like what's it, Dora Hey Doro? Isn't that one also kind of like out there?
I mean, I don't think it's like weird
Okay.
though. Like
haven't
because I
read
read it.
I've just seen pictures of it. I'm like,
I mean,
whoa.
there's like weird stuff, but it's like more like
It's still grounded.
yeah, it's more grounded. It's there's like, most of these things are like humanoid or
Yeah,
something
okay.
along that. It's not like weird,
Surreal
yeah,
things.
surreal, like
makes you
unnatural. Yeah.
Makes you wonder like how where they're pulling this from.
Yeah, exactly. Because if it's based on something that you experienced, there's
Yeah.
no way
It
you
makes you
could
wonder, it's
experience
like,
something. Maybe it's like they got influence from like Halloween or something
It
like
could be.
that. But it probably has to be something that started that all.
Because
Like,
you keep looking back and back, and like, where does this come from?
exactly.
I feel like a lot of mentally ill people were just drawing things in caves back in the day, and then people like saw that as inspiration to like come up with like the actual like creatures. Or people were doing a lot of drugs or something.
I mean, a
'Cause,
lot of
like,
artists
I
are
mean,
messed up.
yeah, most of like the weird creatures that we see are just distortions of reality, anyways.
Yeah.
So
Well, like werewolves are just like dogs
Yeah.
or just wolves in general.
Humanoid wolves.
Wolves, yeah.
yeah,
Or like vampires. I don't know like what you.
they're still like,
bats,
they're
but,
humans, but yeah, like human bats.
Makes you wonder
Yeah.
where that came from. That whole
Yeah.
idea of vampires.
like Dracula and
Yeah.
stuff like that.
Makes you wonder like where did this start?
Yeah, I have no idea. But I mean, it had to start somewhere in order for
Someone
like
just
things
sees
to
some-
evolve,
Yeah, someone
like
some
what
guy
it is
biting
now.
a guy's neck. And they're
Yeah.
like, oh, what's that? What is that?
Yeah, exactly. Because they had to start with somewhere in order
Yeah.
to
It's
like
just like
get that. But then the question we feel already asked is what made that one person
Yeah.
like create this
why
idea?
did this guy bite this guy's neck?
Yeah, and why is like garlic and
Yeah, exactly. It's just like-
holy water and stuff
goes back
like
further and
big
further.
things, Yeah.
This makes
Do you think
wonder.
vampires are real?
I'm iffy on it. I don't. I have not seen enough support
Yeah.
that they exist to confirm that they actually exist. The idea, I mean, yeah, I'll say they're real, but I mean, actually,
enough.
I haven't seen anything that's like
Yeah.
proves that they exist.
I saw Twilight. You know, I'm just kidding.
I believe in Wolverines too.
Spider-Man's real. He's right here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Wait, actually, have you seen that? They're actually trying to make like actual webs like Spider-Man.
oh, that's sick.
They're testing it out. I forgot how much it could carry though. But
That'd
like,
be sick.
Yeah, they're making like strong webs.
What
sick.
would that be useful for? Like
It's
actual
not.
like you can
Not at
swing
all.
from it, or just like it's like a party
We're
trick
not
or
there
whatever.
yet, but I know it can like hold a certain amount of weight, but I don't think it can hold a human. So no
So like,
swinging.
would you want to like close the door? You just like shoot the web to close.
Yeah,
it.
to
It's like,
clean
I don't
up
feel
all
like
the
I don't
webs,
feel like good
though.
enough though.
Just
Well,
like
that's
shoot-
true.
Yeah,
But I mean, at the time, it seems cool.
Got a bunch of webs on your door.
my future self will worry about that.
'cause, like I feel like it would be like silly string or something like that. Just like
Bait-
you're throwing
Well, I
webs,
mean,
but it
yeah,
doesn't
it's
do
gonna
anything.
evolve or start
There's no
from
functionality. You
string.
can't like swing across New York
No,
City.
we're not there yet.
Yeah,
That'd be fun.
That'd be cool.
It goes all back to like adrenaline junkie stuff. That'd be sick if that would happen.
Superhuman.
Yeah. But then you have to like react fast enough, or hopefully, you know, especially if you're going through streets, you don't have like a semi truck or something like that. So you have to like
Yeah, so-
react fast enough, or like they're changing lanes if you're trying to
Your
like
spider
go through the
sense.
middle. Yeah, which we don't have, or do we?
Do we have mutants?
What else is out
Do you
there?
guys know heard any, like game conspiracy theories? You ever heard of the game's called what was it? Polybius? It's supposed to be like a game made by the FBI.
Really?
Whoa.
People say like, oh, after playing it, I can't feel pain anymore.
Whoa.
It was a weird one.
Like,
what kind of game is it?
I don't know.
why did?
It was
Do you
like-
know why did they lose the feeling or like
It was
pain?
just
Not
a-
feeling, but pain.
I don't know
The
if it's
feeling
like
of
a
pain.
conspiracy or creepypasta or something, but it was like, oh yeah, people playing this game so they can't experience pain anymore. It was like an experiment. And a bunch of FBI agents came and took the game away.
But they're the ones that are making it. If they, I mean,
It was like a
if they-
test or something. They made it, people played it, and they took it away. It was like weird.
How do
I don't
you
know
have
if
an
it's real.
idea of how many people played it?
No.
Oh,
So I don't know if this is a creepypasta or if it's like a conspiracy.
I think it's a creepypasta.
Yeah.
It could be.
Speaking of creepy pastas, I think I heard of this one game that's similar to like, isn't Animal Crossing the one where like, I mean, you take care of animals and you like
Yeah.
farm
Yeah.
and stuff like that? It was kind of like a game like similar to that. That was like more like back in the day.
I think I know what you're talking
And
about.
so
actually.
yeah, someone was talking about how he played the game, and in the game he accidentally like killed his wife or something like that, like in the game, and then he ends up like burying like the wife, and like the whole point of the game is you have to like go through your normal farming stuff, and people get suspicious and they try to like investigate you or whatever, and you just kind of have to keep your suspicions like low. I don't know if that was
You know what it's called? You know what the game's called? By chance? Or
No, they were just saying like it was a long lost game, and they were trying to figure it out and trying to see if like anybody else knew what the game was.
So actually, I don't know what the game was called, but I looked deeper into that one.
Yeah,
That was like kind of a faked VHS that someone made.
Oh.
And the whole thing is like,
and everyone thought it was like a real
the whole
game.
game is fake. It's not a real game. I forgot
So
what
it's
it's
just a
called.
VHS.
Yeah, this is a video of someone playing a game.
Oh, it's a video of
But it's like playing a fake game. It's like
Oh,
fake.
some guy said that like he thought he saw like a live stream of someone playing the game.
Yeah,
it was
it's
probably a
like-
live stream of someone watching the fake
I forgot what it's called
VHS.
though. But it's like a fake VHS of a game that doesn't exist.
Yeah,
But it's like a super messed up Animal Crossing, and like you meet your neighbors, and they're all like weird, like staticky and whatever. They're not like.
Are they also like anamorphic?
Yeah, it starts off with a
like
cute
that?
scene. It gets more and more creepy as it goes on. But it wasn't a real game.
I'd play a game like that.
I forgot what it's called.
That sounds interesting. Especially just like people make themselves to be this, but like they're actually like deep down they were like possibly like serial killer animals or something
Yeah,
like
It's
that.
really creepy over time. I just can't remember what it was called. Because I saw a video about it, and I looked deeper into it because I was curious too. I was like, wow, this is weird.
Yeah, but I kind of like the concept of like using more like complex emotions for like the like actual gamer.
Yeah.
So I mean, most games just make you like happy, sad, or whatever. But like think about something like guilty. Like like you didn't
feel bad.
commit a sin, but like in the game world you did. But then you experience those real emotions that come along with it.
It's like the bad ending in
It's
games.
like a really like heavy psychological.
Being mean in Baldur's Gate.
Yeah.
But they have like really good systems like that, like Mass Effect, for example. They have the Paragon and I forgot the bad one. But you like basically based off your decisions, like if you're more good, you have more like good options and more Paragon routes. But it like that's good. Like you want to have a world that like the choices you make, there's consequences to them, and that's just like what Mass Effect is. Baldur's Gate's like that.
Did you guys played Nier Automata?
I mean, I have not.
There's one ending that like actually made me feel really guilty, and I felt like bad doing it.
Is it like the one like the last ending or whatever,
No.
where you have to?
That's one of the endings though. I know what you're talking about.
Okay.
There's one where you have to like kill a whole village with these like peaceful robots. They're like waving like white flags around. When you start attacking them, they go, "Please stop! Please, I'm sorry. And I was like, "Damn, I can't do this ending."
Dang.
It's like the apologizing that gets me. It's like the please, I'm sorry.
And
Yeah.
you have to keep pushing and pushing.
Yeah, you have to
and
keep
pushing.
killing them to get the ending.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, I feel bad about that one.
You have to
Yeah.
kill everybody or something.
Yeah, it's like
or-
this whole village of peaceful robots that like just
No.
they're pacifists. You have to just start going crazy killing them.
And how many of them are in the like 50, 100?
It's I want to say 15 to 20.
That's
It's not too bad.
It's
It's
not
just
a huge number, but
it's just
the
the begging.
please.
Yeah,
the
please stop. But yeah, the other thing you were talking about is like the main ending. We have to like delete your save file. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like your
that-
sacrifice to help other players.
Yeah. I heard that one is a pretty tough one.
it's a good one. It's a really good game.
Yeah.
Because there's 26 endings though,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
There's five serious endings. There's 21 joke endings, or not really joke, but like
What's a joke ending?
The
It's
one
like
I-
a meme. Like
there's like one. You have a base in space, and your character can self-destruct.
Hmm.
So if you self-destruct in that base, everyone just dies. That's a joke ending. So you just blow up the base.
okay.
Or like you have like since you're like all androids in that game, you have like a memory chip, and if you unequip it, you just die, and that's the joke ending. The game just ends. Like, you're basically just like unequipping your brain. It's like
Just
you're
very uneventful.
yeah. It's like oh, this is your operating system chip. Do not unequip this. And if you like unequip it, you just die, and the game's over. And the credits just like fly by really fast. The game's awesome.
You have to eventually get onto that. So much things on the backlog.
Too many games.
For real.
Yeah.
Especially all those JRPGs that are
Yeah.
just time sinks.
Super long JRPG.
Yeah. Speaking of RPGs, not JRPGs, but there's this one really effed up game because it was basically an RPG version of like the Columbine High School. Like,
Oh my
Christ.
I
gosh.
don't know if you've ever heard of that.
No.
The game? I
yeah.
heard of the
Yeah,
game.
yeah, no,
now.
yeah,
Like,
no.
I
You
heard
play
of
as,
like
like,
the
the
tragedy.
tragedy,
Yeah, I heard of
yeah.
the tragedy. I never heard of the game.
Yeah, no, you play as the two guys and like you literally like set up bombs in the school and like shoot people. It's pretty effed up, but
No, it's really effed up.
And
Not
then-
pretty.
Bro's
The
just
thing
like,
is,
yeah, I'll
like-
make a game about this.
they try to turn it around by like after like the shooting. It's like you go like I mean because they unalive themselves and they go to hell and then it's you like I think trying to fight the devil or something like that. So like they try to turn it around, but it's like I don't know if that helps.
It's already like too far gone.
It's
Yeah.
like, why'd you make
But like
this,
just
bro?
the concept of like coming up with a game
Yeah.
like this.
Yeah, exactly.
It's kind of interesting,
how
but
much it
also
takes.
like it's just too morbid, man.
It's just like, why?
It's really
Yeah.
morbid. Because especially doing actions against like innocent people,
Yeah,
it's just like
huh.
even in games,
Yeah.
like you have to like think about like that, especially like GTA is like a really big one, you know.
Mm-hmm.
That one's really huge in doing all the things you shouldn't do in society, essentially.
It's not like a real like event that happened or anything.
Oh, it's not
Oh, yeah,
that, but the
yeah.
action of, but
Just gunning down people. stuff
yeah,
like that.
I don't know if like in GTA personally for me, since it's like that genre
Yeah.
of game, I personally don't feel guilty doing that. But I
Yeah,
mean,
because
because
that's
like,
the whole point of the game.
Yeah,
It's like Saints Row. You shouldn't
Yeah,
have
yeah,
felt about
exactly.
Saints Row. Because it's not like
Yeah.
real people. It's not like a real
right,
thing.
right.
It's another conspiracy theory. I've heard of the one where like because a lot of people were like afraid of getting the vax back in like 2020.
Oh, I think there's truth to that.
But I was trying to say like someone made a joke or something that like if you got like the shot in like a certain part of your arm or something, then like evenally like
What's the magnet one?
a picture of like Anthony Fauci would like sprout on the piece of your arm. It was like one of the dumbest things I've ever heard.
Yeah, that one's definitely false.
Let me check real quick.
It's really tiny.
I was just at you.
No, because I heard there's things about it, like them, like the government trying to make us get vaccinated in order to like, dude, it's crazy. I don't know. I don't know about this, but it's like,
Yeah.
give us cancer and stuff like that. I'm like, I don't know about that.
That's a little far-fetched. That's a
But it's
little out
possible.
there.
It's like,
You never
because
know,
usually
but-
there's like immense amount of research time in order
Yeah, it
to
was
like
really
get these.
rushed.
Yeah, exactly. So like, is that why they did it? And that's why this whole pandemic occurred, because they wanted to.
Plandemic.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm like. I mean, I guess there's like, I agree with that. There's definitely some substance of, I feel it was definitely planned.
Yeah. This is, for
and, like-
what, though?
Well, to control us, they wanted us to be in houses. They wanted us to like socialize with other people, and then after the after effects of that, it was like BLM and stuff like that. So it was like just all these like snowball effects that just kept happening. I mean, based on what did happen, I mean,
Yeah.
I feel like there is like a plan of them causing the pandemic. So I don't know your guys' thoughts on that.
I think it was kind of like almost like good timing that like it's like a pandemic, just like I don't know, just kind of like felt like something always happens like every
Oh, it's like every
4
100
years.
years.
yeah. So
There's a new plague every 100 years.
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, like the black unalive or whatever.
Yeah.
Can I say plague?
Well, I thought it was a black death.
Oh, is it? I thought it was called the Black Plague.
I think it was the black both.
I don't know.
I've
Maybe it's
heard
maybe
both.
it's been
Maybe it's the
different
same
names.
thing.
Yeah.
Because that was
'Cause
like
that killed, like-
1920s, wasn't it? Or is that...
Yeah.
No, I'm thinking something else.
I think it's longer
No,
It was
that's
caused by bad hygiene though. Like and also like
because there's the
there's,
rats.
yeah, a bunch of rats.
Yeah.
And
Oh, no, Spanish flu was 1920. That's what I'm thinking of.
Well, that's
was
another
like-
big one as well.
That was huge.
you said 1920?
Yeah, wasn't it? Spanish flu?
1500s, bro.
Spanish flu.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know, man.
There's-
I'm not a historian.
1920s was like
There was like a big...
it's like the end of like World War 1.
Maybe that's just.
That was a true virus.
That's what stopped the war.
War was the virus.
yeah. Yeah. I think World War 3 is gonna happen.
Dude, I really hope not.
That's better than that.
But all right, since you already brought it up now,
Oh,
do you
there we go.
how do you think it's gonna happen? Do you think there will be like AI man things,
Oh, like
no
how we're gonna
manpower,
fight,
or will
or-
there be just nuclear and
mean,
no
like-
one really needs to fight? Will it just be like cyber attacks? Like, what do you think it's gonna be? I think it's just gonna be nuclear.
It's just gonna be nuclear.
Yeah.
It's
Like,
just over as soon as it starts,
what's the
basically.
point of?
Whoever presses the button first is gonna win.
Not necessarily.
It
Well,
takes time for it to launch,
yeah,
so everyone's
yeah.
just be pushing and there's just be missiles everywhere.
Yeah, if Russia blows us up, our allies will just blow Russia up, and then we just
Just a snowball
wouldn't-
effect.
no, we just have. Well, I don't know, like if Russia has any like solid like allies or anything like that.
Well, China.
China and North Korea.
Yeah.
I heard
Well, I don't
they
think
were-
North Korea's.
They're more of
allies.
like a conditional, like we have similar interests, but we're still like
We're still making money for the
prioritizing
US.
ourselves. So yeah, like let's say like China is gone, then I feel like Russia and like North Korea, they'll be like, okay, so less competition. So you never know. Whereas like we have like with like NATO and stuff like that, we have like actual like allies that they'll hopefully they like.
Well, I think I mean I don't know if they'll, because they want the U.S. to be basically like the world's police. We shouldn't be the world's police to solve all these people's or all these countries' problems. Because I don't know what country it was, but like we're funding their like military, which is Israel. No, it's not Israel. Oh, I know we spent. I thought it was like Italy or something like that, somewhere in Europe. I don't remember which one exactly.
That was like the Nordic countries, like Denmark.
Maybe I have no idea.
Norway, Sweden.
But that's in Europe still.
I think. Do we do anything with Japan?
Like funding their military? I have no idea.
Or like just protecting them in general.
Oh yeah, we definitely protect for them. I would see, because like they're the last, not really last, but they're a stronghold of keeping China and Russia and North Korea in check.
They have like no nuclear weapons, right? That's their whole big thing.
Japan?
They have
I have no idea.
I thought they had none. I thought I read somewhere that like they have none at all.
I mean, it's kind of tough because they're on an island and they're tsunamis and stuff like that.
That's what happened with them already.
Exactly, because they had a nuclear plant like 10 years ago or 15 years ago, like the reactor like spillage in the sea.
Oh,
so if they had nuclear weapons, it's going to be like the same problem. And so
I just like out of principle they decided to have no like nuclear weapons ever.
Well, I mean, it makes sense because the safety. Yeah. Because natural like disasters, earthquakes, tsunamis occurring would have those products.
Yeah, it'd be pretty bad.
Or probably Japan would cease to exist if like say like it went off just because
like a bad earthquake hit and then
So I think it makes sense.
Yeah. Do you guys believe in like, because I've heard some theories like the recent like assassination attempt on like Trump.
There's been 3 of them.
3? I thought it was 2.
I think there was one recently.
There was one where like they caught someone's car was full of like weapons or whatever, but like they never got close. Like they never fire any bullets or anything. But, like a lot of people thought the first one was like completely fake or something.
Yeah, I remember hearing about that too.
What way? Like it was like staged? Like
staged or whatever. But I don't.
I think it
seemed that like.
No, I know for a fact it was like.
He was like inches away from dying. Like if he turned his head at that exact moment, he died.
Yeah.
So that's the part where it makes you like, would he really like risk it that much? The point
like they're thinking that they planned this out, and it's like, okay, so like real people died. They're like, okay, so they sacrificed people in the crowd, but it's like, if I was like the like former president, would I risk having someone point a gun like near me and just shoot somebody else? Like, what if they just change their mind and shoot me in the head or something like that?
Too much risk for what? That's the only thing about that one. But it's also like, how did that guy get up there, and how did nobody like find that?
It's also another conspiracy.
That's another conspiracy.
So the thing, like,
and like why his Secret Service wasn't as huge or full force as it should have been.
Yeah.
So I think there's.
I feel like it's just incompetence though. Like there were
like a really
some of the people that covered him were like 5 foot like girls or whatever. And it's like, why are you having them protect the president?
I didn't say
like the
5
former
foot
president.
I thought it was all a bunch of dudes in the picture.
No,
that's only
there were like 2 girls that were like, there were like holes there where like he could still have been shot like the second time.
Are we just that dumb as a country?
Yeah.
Or the country's trying to.
Or
so there's another conspiracy too, because everyone was like, he's raising his fist, and it's like most people in that situation, they'd be like scared to death and like, oh, like I want to get out of here as fast as possible. So there's so many conspiracy theories on all sides, but like we'll never know like what's real.
There's a lot of conspiracy theories with the government, because I feel I mean, just going back to what we said earlier, is like Area 51. They were withholding information from us. Mm-hmm. They don't want us to know what happened. Because I know, like, I saw one recently talking about assassinations, like the JFK assassination.
Yeah.
There's like so many like withheld information on that.
That one's 100% like an inside thing.
Yeah.
That one I feel more like.
Because apparently,
confident someone wanted to die.
I saw on X that like Trump read what happened, and he was going to release it, but now he changed his mind on releasing it. So I don't know what
someone
happened.
Wanted him dead.
Oh, he wants to release it.
He was originally going to, but he read what happened, and he's like, no, I'm not going to release it now.
How did he get? When he was president.
Probably when he's president.
Okay.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So I was like, that's what Dom was saying. Maybe he's like a inside job of all that. So I was like, there's like so many things that you just don't know.
Hidden knowledge.
Yeah. That is out there, but we still know. because I saw another thing on X, another conspiracy theory.
Yeah.
I didn't hear about this. I mean, it was like apparently like people are assuming that like Obama like unalived his chef.
What?
Because his chef knew too much about what was going on inside the government.
Huh.
So I was like, oh wow.
There
that's
doesn't
crazy.
seem like there's a lot of grounds for that though. Just
So-
like I heard.
No, because what happened is he used to.
Or the chef actually died, and
No, yeah,
Okay.
he's unalived already.
Oh,
So
okay.
apparently, what happened was he used to like go out on the lake or whatever at the White House and like row or whatever. And the time of his like unaliving, there was someone with him.
Yeah.
But they never disclosed who that was.
Huh.
So I'm just like, it's like weird. You're like,
Yeah, it's
why
like-
is they're not reporting like what happened unless it was? That's what people are saying. Like, oh, it's possibly like Obama that did that, not or him or like someone like inside
else.
job.
That's weird.
So it's like there's like so many things that us as, and then it goes back to like censorship. I think it got really bad probably the past like 2 to 3 years of like not being knowledgeable of what is actually happening because the media is really trying to control us and see what, or just like brainwash us essentially of what is the truth. But I'm thankful for like Elon Musk getting X because there is no censorship there, because you could just speak whatever you want, which is like the First Amendment. So if they're taking away your First Amendment, that's like not good.
I've seen people on both sides be censored. Like, doesn't matter if you're conservative or liberal. Like, I had friends that wanted to speak out about like Palestine, and like on Facebook, like their posts will, or even Instagram, like their posts get taken down, and like the only thing you could really do is like maybe message people in a group chat. But anything like that's why they censor, like self-censor the words. Like if they say Palestine, they censor the A and put like a asterisk or whatever. Otherwise, they can't get their point across.
Right.
And then like on the conservative side, it's I mean, there's a bunch of stuff that I feel like we should be allowed to speak about like what we want to speak about.
Well, it's
and
the First Amendment,
Then
freedom of speech.
people also have the right to judge you for what you speak about. That's kind of the whole point of having like public discourse. And,
Right.
Yeah.
But also there's a big thing now with cancel culture, and someone that doesn't agree with you and your viewpoints, they just want to just like, that's basically just cancel you. Like
yeah,
they
it's
just,
kind of
which is
pointless. It's like
messed
you,
up.
if you don't, even if you don't agree with it, you should still like hear and learn about the other side. Because if you just censor them, you just get the same thoughts over and over again.
Right.
You don't learn anything.
Exactly.
Yeah. Have you guys also about like conspiracy theories? Like you guys know how like Matthew Perry died, the actor from Friends?
I know
yeah,
his
I heard
lawyer
he
or
passed
her
away.
doctor
I don't know the
is
story.
being sued.
Yeah. I
for
don't remember. I
something.
think it was like end of last year, something like that.
What's the story behind it?
Or what's the conspiracy?
Yeah, it's just-
Yeah, he just mysteriously died. Like his I think one of his workers or like one of his maids or something found him like drowned in the pool. Like just
Oh, no, I
all
think it
of
was
a
in his bathroom. I think he was drowned in his bathroom. I thought.
No, I'm pretty sure it was like a pool thing. But like,
But regardless, he was
a
drowned.
lot of people thought that maybe he like overdosed on drugs and drowned in the pool, but he's been clean for like years now. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, because I think he was like sober for at least like 10 years or something like that.
Yeah, but it's just weird how like he just drowned for like whatever reason. I've also heard of like because I'm kind of going towards like the. Well, I don't know if anyone thought that it was like an assassination or whatever. Like nobody knows, but like
Yeah.
you know, people don't really talk about it as much. I definitely heard of something like I don't remember if it was like the first Super Bowl was rigged, and one of the coaches was like went on like a swim and he got like pulled down by somebody and like drowned to death.
what?
Wow.
I don't remember the actual details, but I remember like watching a podcast and someone's like going more in depth about it, and there's like videos all over it on YouTube.
Or this is a really crazy one I heard. I was talking to Patrick about it. So like you know like Apple, right? Like the logo
fruit?
for the, yeah. No, like the Apple the product.
Making
Yeah,
a joke.
But it goes to that. Like you know why their logo is like the bitten fruit?
I was like the Adam
it's like
and
a
Eve.
The
biblical
Adam and
thing?
Eve
Yeah.
thing.
Oh.
So it's like their knowledge of like we're getting the knowledge from like the AI or Apple and stuff like that, and like we bit into the forbidden fruit, and kind of like goes into like religion, and also goes into like some like satanic stuff as well, because the one that influenced Adam and Eve was the devil.
Yeah.
And that's why the fruit is bidden, because of they bit into the forbidden fruit to gain the knowledge of whatever it was, the knowledge of power or whatever it was.
Tree of the knowledge of good and evil.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah. And then the reason why people are saying it's like the devil is like a reason behind the phone, because people like spend so much time on there. You're always looking down at it instead of like God. You're praising God. You're like always looking up. Oh, so it's like what people have their heads in their phone. Yeah. So I'm just like,
never heard that
that's
one.
actually.
Yeah,
it makes sense.
Yeah.
It's really fascinating to think about, because a pit bull was the one that had that conspiracy theory. I was like, logically wise, it makes sense. Like I never thought about why is the Apple logo bidden. Yeah, it's a really interesting one though.
Dang, I gotta look into who drew the logo. Get deeper and deeper. Who made it?
But it all goes back to this. I was going to bring this up, and but like the elites, I feel like a lot of them, especially with the thing with like I'll say like Diddy and the freak offs, a lot of the elites are like worshiping like Satan as well. So it kind of like all like ties in, because I think Steve Jobs and like Apple is more leftist.
Yeah.
So like since they are elites, it like ties into like worshiping Satan. Because for example, I don't know if you know, I think it was Little Uzi, and even if you say his name, I think it was him. He was doing a satanic ritual outside in California, like with candles and stuff like that, dude.
That's weird.
Yeah. And then if you say like Little Uzi Vert Fast, that's like Lucifer.
Huh.
So,
that's kind of blown my mind a little bit.
Yeah, so I was like, huh.
it's like a lot of like people. It's like a lot of these like people that are huge, like Hollywood and whatnot, or like they sold their soul to Satan in order to become big. Yeah. So that's why like people are saying like Kanye was like ahead of it because he looks crazy, but if you like look at it now, he's like, I think he's
seen something.
Yeah, he's seeing something that we're not seeing.
Yeah.
So,
but he can't say anything about it,
right?
So,
because they will eliminate him one way or another. And I was like, geez, especially with, as I said, like all the Diddy stuff, a lot more like light is being shed on this matter.
Those things are weird too.
So
yeah,
he's gonna die in prison. Like I know it.
People were saying like another thing, like the person. All right, I know a lot of conspiracy.
Go for it.
But apparently the person that they caught that's supposed to be Diddy is like basically like a doppelganger that isn't actually Diddy. I was like, oh my.
That's pretty wild. This is a freaking movie plot at that point.
So what do you think Kesha meant when she said wake up in the morning?
I was thinking about that. I was like, what did she mean?
Do you think she knew about what was going on? And
I mean, you had to. I feel like.
Yeah, it's like if you were, because it's a secret club. Like you only got invited if you were like in his circle.
Right.
The thing is, like he had a lot of parties, and like you hear that they were like the biggest parties too.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So.
And then it also goes into the elites, those entertainers, athletes, whatever it is.
It's Hollywood.
Yeah, basically Hollywood. But like they like the Illuminati, like Kanye was like really, as I said, going back to like him being aware of it. Like you see like messages of that in like especially artists and like them doing like the like triangle stuff. Like, I seen like Beyonce does it, Jay-Z does it, and there's like one, I forgot what it's called, like the eye, like the pharaoh eye. Like Katy Perry had something like that in one of her music videos.
Yeah.
And then you have like Sam Smith, one of his songs, he's like dressed up as a devil. So it's like there's like a lot of hidden messages and things you don't think
on
about.
The dollar bill?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah.
Okay.
So it's just like, why is it on there?
Right.
Well, the Illuminati is an American, like, I forgot, like, how would you define it again? It's like a secret
It's like
group.
a
secret group.
Or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it existed.
Like back in like the 1700s, I think, like when the government was first established. So it's like an underground like meeting of like, I guess they were like the elites at the time.
I mean, there still are now.
Yeah, like I don't think it has to be conspiracy. Like I always thought that there are like rich, powerful people with a lot of money, and they just lobby the government and like they work together. So it's not. Yeah, but there's still stuff like, you know, like the Diddy stuff. So.
Yeah, because he has 100 and something counts already.
Yeah,
it keeps going up by the day.
There's no way he's getting out of prison.
How did he get caught? Like,
I don't know.
Kind
Actually,
of happened all of a sudden.
Because I feel like they did an investigation in his Miami house or something like that. I don't know what
Why
for.
just now? Like,
Yeah, I have no idea.
What caused it?
Yeah, I don't know what caused it. But they did an investigation there, and they found like a secret tunnel that leads.
Yeah, because he was like trafficking people.
Yeah,
Oh my God.
there. And then like they did another investigation in his California home, and stuff like that. So I don't know like all that detail, but I feel like they were like looking for something like, and they found all these other things on top of it. Now everything's like
Makes you wonder.
and then like another conspiracy is like everyone's saying that like Diddy is the one that like killed Tupac.
I believe that one.
Yeah,
I
believe that one too.
He killed Tupac and probably Biggie too.
No, yeah, I think he did Biggie as well. So both of them.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
So screw him. I hope he dies. I'm just kidding.
Imagine like that alternate universe where like Tupac and Biggie were still alive and
Right.
made more music for like a couple more decades.
Yeah,
You know, we'd have a lot better rap.
because they were basically pioneers of the rap game
Be a
for
very
sure.
different like industry if they were still around.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
And then before like Biggie passed, they were saying, or like actually what happened is, and so usually like your rights for like copyright of your songs would go to like your family or whatever.
Yeah.
But he had Biggie, he as in Diddy had Biggie sign off
Yeah.
his copyright
That makes sense.
stuff to him.
Oh,
Like
like
Diddy
before he died.
Before he died.
Oh.
So I
So he's
heard
still
that-
making money off
Yeah.
of Biggie's name. Like,
So I
name
heard
now.
that Biggie and Tupac are gonna leave Diddy's like whole production company and do their own thing.
Oh, I don't know about that.
That's what I heard.
Well, no, because Biggie was signed.
Yeah, exactly.
But I don't think Tupac was.
No.
Yeah.
He's in his own thing.
Yeah.
But I heard they're both gonna leave and do their own thing, and
Oh. And you
Diddy's
try
like,
to.
yeah,
Because they respected each other before that, but then everything.
yeah.
Since he joined Diddy, like he is a
Became
Biggie,
rivals.
like they became rivals. Yeah. It's like an East Coast versus West Coast type
Yeah.
thing. So. Yeah, it's crazy. Any other conspiracy things you guys can think about? Because I have one.
So like speaking of like the
I
underground,
have probably many.
Because you talk about like an underground kind of like tunnel, but like in this case, it's like trafficking or whatever. Because I mentioned it to you, but like Dom doesn't know this one, and like same with the audience. I saw this one conspiracy theory that I actually learned from watching a Jubilee video, and it's called like it's like the Denver International Airport like conspiracy theory, and basically it was an airport where I don't remember when it was built, but when they were building it, it was like 3 years too late, like from like their schedule, and a lot of people were kind of like why is it taking so long to build it? It's not like that big of an airport that would constitute it to be delayed that many years. And then they opened it and like it started running like normally, but there's this whole like section where it's just full of like satanic like murals like all over the airport, and that's not something that you would see at like a normal like airport.
Right.
Yeah.
And there's like I think there's like a 2 or 3 floors of like underground bunker at the airport as well, and a lot of people are kind of like they're kind of questioning like what is
Why
down
does it
there, and
exist and
a lot
stuff
of
like
people
that,
would say like that's just where they like move the luggage around, but like it's just so big that you can't really just say like it's like only like the middle part, like a small portion of that bunker, that's all you would need to move luggage. So there's been conspiracy theories that those are the underground bunkers where like a lot of like elites are staying and working
their
out their
rituals and
plans,
stuff
and
like
they
that.
can't be tracked down. So that's one of like that's one that we should have confirmed with Logan if I knew about it.
Yeah.
In, like that last
Yeah.
episode,
Or if
'cause
you knew
he's-
about it as well. Yeah.
Yeah, because he came from Colorado.
Right.
There's a lot more into it, but I didn't like look too deeply into it.
All right. There's one I have.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I mean, probably for this episode, we probably could go on for more. But last one I'm gonna say. Do you guys believe in Pangea? Like at one point in time, all of Earth was one continent.
I think it's fairly plausible.
Yeah.
Yeah, I believe it too because there's like what do you call it? Like the earthquakes, where it's like has the platings eventually move like the countries to be where they are now. Because if you were to like put them together, like it
all
feels
fit.
they would fit. Yeah, it's like a puzzle, and I feel like they would all fit.
Wait, is that a conspiracy?
I think that's a
Oh, I
conspiracy.
thought it was like fact.
That's fact.
I thought-
Oh, is it? I don't know.
I
I
don't know.
don't think
That's
it's
what I thought.
fact. I don't think it's
I
fact.
thought it was like this is like a confirmed known thing.
I don't know.
know.
Maybe it is. I don't feel like it's conspiracy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I don't feel like it was confirmed.
Was it like a way more powerful earthquake that was able to like shatter the land?
Well, I think it just takes time. Like their tectonic plates move over generations,
Just eons and
yeah,
eons.
it's
Yeah.
thousands and thousands of years, and that's how everything kind of like got to be where it is now.
Yeah, it's kind of weird to think about it. Like it used to be just like one like possibly like a circle of land, and everything else was water, like around
Right.
it.
Yeah, it's like, where was the rest of the planet? What was it?
Yeah.
Just endless
Just
ocean.
water, yeah.
So, but all right. This concludes this episode of the Livin Room Podcast. Episode is before the election, so be sure to go out there and vote. Do your research. Do not vote on identity politics because that's important. Anything else you guys want to add on that regard before we close out?
Do your
Don't-
research.
Do your research.
Don't believe everything you hear online.
Exactly.
Conspiracy theories included. This is just for entertainment purposes only.
Feel free to fact check us.
Right.
Yeah.
But, ladies and gentlemen, let me know or let us know if there's any conspiracy theories you agree with or know about that we should know about in the comments below. And we'll be signing off. I'm Peter, joined with Miles and Danny. Till next time, take it easy. Bye.
Bye.
Peace.
There you go. Nice.